Why are we here? How can we be happy? These are questions I've been curious about since a very young age. I'm your host, Anna Goldstein, and this is the Profit with Purpose show. I believe we have the answers within us, but somewhere along the way, we stop trusting ourselves. I'm interviewing top entrepreneurs, healers, and change makers about mindfulness strategies and practical tools to help you carve your path. Join me as you reconnect with your heart and live courageously so that we make the world a better place. Welcome back, Purpose Seekers. It's been a while since I've been podcasting, and I really appreciate all of you who are still listening, despite the fact that I haven't been as regular releasing podcasting. I still am receiving a lot of downloads, so I appreciate you all for listening, and it's a great opportunity to listen to some of the interviews maybe that you haven't gotten to listen to yet, so I really appreciate you listening, and I just want to say thank you for showing up. I just want to give you a little bit of an update. December 1st, I will land in Florida for 4 months. We're moving there temporarily, and if we like it, we will move there permanently. So we're going to be down there at least for 4 months. I joke that we're skipping winter, mostly because I would like to keep my son outside and in the warm weather, and he loves nature, so there's a lot of things that we can do in the outdoors there, although still being very cautious about Corona. I hope you all are doing well during this time. I wanted to give you that update because I won't be releasing a podcast for at least 3 weeks while I move and unpack and get settled there. But then I plan on releasing episodes. I have a big, exciting book launch. It's my first real book launch and that's happening in May of 2021. I wrote a book this year. I really want to share with you the process about it. I'm going to do that in a future episode. I have an old limiting belief that I'm not a great writer, and I wrote a book. And so I want to talk about and share with you some of the obstacles that I overcame in the writing process, how maybe some of it was easier than I expected and some of it was harder than I expected, and just share with you my process, because some of you might want to write a book and I think it can be helpful, or just in general, it can translate to really anything big project or thing that you want to accomplish. I think that sharing my experience will be helpful, but that will happen at a later point. And, I just want to say that podcasting has been the most consistent thing I've been doing in my business. I think I've been doing it for 4 years. And prior to this year, I maybe missed like 1 or 2 weeks. And this year, I've missed a lot more. And I just want to say that sometimes in life, we're going really strong in a certain goal, or we're consistent in something, and then we fall off for whatever life circumstances arises. Part of it was default of literally falling off, and part of it was consciously choosing to take a break and focus my attention on parenting, which is a high value of mine. So I was consciously doing it. And the other part was also just, I felt like, I got thrown off by life a little bit and fell off. And that's totally normal and totally natural. Although I do encourage a ton of consistency, it's normal and natural to fall off. The most important part is that you bounce back, you come back, and the space between isn't too long. So I hope that the space between hasn't been too long, but it's sometimes good to take a break too, because it gives you perspective, and I'm excited to start podcasting more again. And like I said before, I'm really appreciative of those listeners out there that have been listening to episodes. You might hear some background noise. But yeah, it's a different time for all of us. All of us have had some type of life change this year. And I think that sometimes we have to shape shift. And for me, some things are shifting in my business, and I've decided to also step back a little bit. Like I said, I did write a book, so I have some big projects coming up, but I decided to step back on some of the other tasks so that I could make sure that I'm still taking care of myself and taking care of my family, that are the high priorities. Not that my business isn't a priority. It absolutely is. But, we do have to, not everything can be a high priority at once. So I still focused on the business through the book and other outlets, and have been doing less podcasting, quite frankly. But all that's to say is that I'm not perfect. I mess up. I fall off. Totally human. And that if you've been beating yourself up, don't. Not helpful. I know it's easier said than done, but we all fall off of habits. Maybe you picked up some new habits like cooking or running outside or something of that nature. But, if there's a habit that you've fallen off a bit, I want to encourage you to pick it back up and to refocus and not beat yourself up. It's totally normal and natural to fall off. The most important part is that you get back and you get going again. So I would love to hear from you. If I can help you in any way, please email me at info@annagoldstein.com. And if I don't speak with you before the new year, I wish you a very happy holidays, a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you can celebrate in whatever way. Celebrate that you're here, that, maybe things are different, maybe things are harder, maybe things are better. I don't know where you are. Everybody's having a little bit of their own Corona experience. But celebrate. It's so important to celebrate. Celebrate your small wins. And if I don't connect with you before the end of the year, there's going to be lots of podcasting happening in 2021. Maybe some background noise of my son at times. But I am really excited to release some more content and can't wait to launch this book as well. I put my heart and soul over the past 13 years, everything I've learned from coaching. It's 9 chapters, and it's really been amazing to put it all out and on paper. So lots of love, many blessings. Stay healthy, stay well, take good care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon. If you like this podcast, please share it with your friends and family and write a review. It keeps this podcast going. Questions? Email me at info@annagoldstein.com. Remember to carve your path and be kind to someone today.